What if we could predict the Hillel 100% accurately? Every year, the start of Ramadan depends on the sighting of the Hillel, the crescent moon. Some wait for the traditional Ruqyah, where observers scan the sky for the first glimpse of the new moon. Others rely on astronomical calculations, predicting when the Hillel will appear based on science. This often leads to debates, with different countries and communities starting Ramadan on different days. But what if that changed? What if we could predict the Hillel with 100% accuracy, years in advance? What if we knew, down to the exact second, when and where the crescent moon would first appear? Imagine a world where no one needed to wait for moon sighting reports. No more uncertainty. No more last-minute announcements. The start of Ramadan and Eid would be fixed on the calendar, just like any other date. Flights, work schedules, and holiday plans could be arranged with complete certainty. Wouldn't that make life easier? How would this affect the Muslim world? One of the biggest challenges today is the difference in moon sighting methods. Some countries rely on human observation, others use telescopes or calculations. With 100% accurate predictions, there would be no more debates. The entire Muslim world could unite under a single decision. It could bring harmony and consistency like never before. But what if this accuracy took away the spiritual experience? For centuries, looking for the Hillel has been an act of faith, patience, and community effort. There is something special about searching the sky, waiting for that thin crescent to appear. Would knowing the exact moment in advance make it feel less meaningful? Would it take away the joy of anticipation? And what about the miracle of the Hillel itself? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us to look for the moon as a sign of time and guidance. If we replace that with pure science, would we lose the deeper connection between nature and spirituality? Would we miss the beauty of seeing the sky as a divine calendar, rather than just a scientific phenomenon? But there is another question. What if predicting the Hillel with 100% accuracy wasn't just about knowing when it appears? What if we discovered something even greater? What if the moon's cycle held secrets we never noticed before? Could we unlock hidden patterns in time? Could we find connections between the lunar calendar and events on Earth? Some scholars have suggested that the moon influences human emotions and natural rhythms. Could our ability to predict it lead to deeper discoveries about how time and space interact? And here's another thought. What if, despite all our advancements, the Hillel still surprised us? What if, even with perfect calculations, there were moments when the moon didn't appear as expected? Would that remind us that some things are beyond human control? Would it teach us that no matter how much we predict, the universe still holds mysteries we cannot solve? Science is powerful, but does it have all the answers? Or is there always a space for the unknown? So if one day we could predict the Hillel with 100% accuracy, would it bring unity, certainty, and ease? Or would it take away the wonder, faith, and anticipation that make it so special? Would the Muslim world embrace the change? Or would some resist it? Because maybe some things are meant to be seen, not just calculated. Some things are meant to remind us that time itself is a divine mystery. Maybe there is wisdom in uncertainty. Maybe the anticipation, the search, and the waiting are all part of a greater lesson. Because if everything became predictable, would we still look up at the sky with the same sense of wonder? Would we still feel the same connection to time, faith, and the universe? Or would we simply take it all for granted? Maybe, in the end, uncertainty is a gift. A reminder that no matter how much we know, some things will always be left in the hands of the divine. And maybe that's exactly how it's meant to be.